Hi students, all right, in this video we're going to learn a little bit more about just some of the nuts and bolts of the course, how things work, how the flow should work, deadlines, some of those things. Most of this though is also found in the syllabus and schedule, so please pay attention to those documents. But if you've read those, you've already noticed that this course has no textbook. There's no, that you don't need to go buy one. I mean, if you want to get one, that's fine, you could, but we've provided all of the materials for you in an online format. And then other times during the semester there'll be a few reading assignments, or we might say go and study up on some of this on an online site or something like that. But for the most part you will not need a textbook. And we are going to be using two main sites to administer this course. So of course we'll be using Canvas, the UVU Canvas page. That's where you should always kind of go first. And then within that Canvas course site, we have lots of links. Many of these will link out to another site called Qualtrics, which is a site that can administer quizzes and other types of surveys. And we really like this site, so we've designed a lot of the assignments and other types of reading materials that then have questions in this site. So be aware that you'll be using Canvas, but from Canvas you'll have links out to everything. So always enter Canvas first, and then you'll be able to get to everything else that you need. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how you will be evaluated during the semester. So you can see that you have Explore assessments, 20% of your grade. There will be 40 of these throughout the semester. The 4 lowest can be dropped. Now you can think of these as kind of quizzes after you have done these Explore assignments, which are worth 10% of your grade. There's 40 of them as well. None of these can be dropped, but these are really low-level type of assignments. You kind of do it and you're going to get full credit as long as you do an honest effort to do it. The next category is Apply assessments. Apply assessments, there are 8 of these spread throughout the semester, and the lowest one will be dropped. And you can think of these as kind of mini midterm exams. There are no other exams throughout the semester, and so these are kind of higher stakes, a little bit harder questions that assess, after you've done all of the learning about a particular topic, how do you understand that? So there's 8 of those, and 1 will be dropped, and those are worth 30% of your grade. 15% of your grade are the Apply assignments. So there are 41 of these, and none of these will be dropped. These are also kind of like homeworks. Again, this is all online, and so everything is being done on your own there. But these should prepare you to take the Apply assessments. So also you complete these before you do the Apply assessments. And then finally there's a cumulative final assessment, or a final exam, and that's taken the last week of the semester. There's also a few surveys that we're having you do, because this course is part of a study. Every student has to take these, whether you want to participate in the study or not, and so we're highly encouraging you to, of course you're going to be taking these, but then go ahead and participate in the study, and there'll be a place in one of the surveys where you can voluntarily accept to be part of the study. All of the scores will also be made available in Canvas, so if you want to know where you're at any point in the semester, look at your Canvas grade. That will give you a really good idea of about where your grade is at. However, it's not the final grade. There's always a few things that might change with some of the scores being dropped, some of the scores being curved. So make sure and look at your grade and have that be an idea for you, but final grades will not be assigned until also after the final exam has been taken. So anyway, I also want to just remind you right here at the beginning of the semester, after you've reviewed all of the course orientation and introduction material found in that first module section of Canvas, then you need to take that syllabus quiz. Once you've taken that syllabus quiz, everything else will open up, and you'll be able to see kind of the rest of the assignments that are coming in the semester. However, not everything will be available. The next kind of few topics will open up as we go through the semester, and you'll be able to work on those, both the explores and the applies for all of those different topics. So this course is completely constructed around what we call learning objectives. And you have a list of that right in your Canvas course there, all of the learning objectives. I also provided a PDF, and you can download that and have that right next to you whenever you're studying for Biology 1010. Pay attention to these learning objectives. All of the assessments, all of the homeworks, everything that you're going to be doing is based on whatever we first thought about that we wanted you to learn in these learning objectives. So basically, you could also call this your study guide. Students always ask me, is there a study guide? Yes, it's already provided. It's for you right at the beginning of the semester. It's called the Learning Objectives List. So you go through these. And as you go through these, you'll see that there are lots of verbs of things that you ought to be able to do. For example, here are some verbs: identify, understand, explain, and describe. And these are what we would call kind of lower level, defining what something means, or understanding this, or describing. And most of these types of lower level action verbs are going to be associated with your explore activities throughout the semester. And then if you look at some of the other words, we've got things like construct, design, distinguish, and these are much higher level thinking types of skills. And these are more closely associated with things that are like the apply assignments and assessments. And the assessments, again, we'll have kind of a mix of these, and the final exam will have a mix of these throughout the semester. Okay. So I've been using these explore and applies, and we want you to, as you go through each content each day, right, which is kind of like a topic, that you first go through the explore assignment first, and then you take the explore assessment. So it's kind of like the assignment is if you will, your textbook, or that's where you learn, right? This will be a lot of either videos or maybe even some readings, but you basically do some activities here during the explore assignment. Then you take immediately the explore assessment, and then once you feel prepared, you go ahead and do the apply assessment and the apply assignment. And there is no apply assessment for every day. Rather, you go through a few days and then you take the apply assessment, because remember, there's only 8 apply assessments throughout the entire semester. So that's the way the course is organized, the structure. And the way that this falls on deadlines is this course is, because it's part of this study, it's also aligned with other courses that are face-to-face classes, and so things are due every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So for example, on this Wednesday, the day two explore assignment, day 2 explore assessment, and the day 2 apply assignment are all due, right? And then later on, after a few more days, then there will be an apply assessment. Same thing again, here's another, in day 3 now you have 3 more things that are due. And then you come and I might even mention that right here in after the first week of class, that first survey is due, the Lawson survey. So things are due Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they will be closing at 11:59 p.m. So make sure and kind of just get this in your brain that you know that you need to figure out when you're going to be doing your work, but things are due every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Start to figure out your times when you're going to work on things. This is not the course where you can work ahead, or this is not the course where you can wait until just the end of the semester and do everything. That's not how this online class is structured. So if that's what you were looking for, you might want to change your options at this point. This course is very structured. It has very specific deadlines with little bits of assignments and assessments that are due throughout the semester. If you need any help, you're welcome to email me through the Canvas email system. We will have a TA for this course. I don't know who that is or what their email is yet, how they want to communicate with you. There will be possibilities of review sessions, both here on campus and potentially even online. We haven't quite finessed all of the details of that yet. And then there also is this online discussion post where you can interact with other students, with myself, with the TA, and there can be a more online interactive community to help you work through problems, to understand content a little bit better, and so forth. So anyway, I hope you have a successful semester. This is kind of an introduction. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure and email me or post on the discussion board, and we will be off and going, and I hope you have a good semester.